Alright, so I guess you can check my audio again. Hopefully there's no monkey business. We're going to try this again on how to close sales on the first phone call. I did this course, or this class, excuse me, in my group because I noticed a lot of people are struggling with how to just get sales done in general. And it's really not that difficult. You just have to create funnels within your sales. I don't know why people think that funnels are just used for. Right. Okay, you're fine. So I don't know why people think that funnels are just used for marketing, in general, or whatever. Right? Hey, what's going on, William? What's happening, man? Yeah, my audio was screwed. What's up, Nash? My audio was screwed up, so I can't have that, right? All right, so yeah, I'm back. So, anyways, I don't know why people think that sales funnels are just for like marketing, informational products, like Russell Brunson talks about, or why they're just saved for like e-commerce or something like that, right? Or upsells and downsales. Funnels are funnels. Basically, what a funnel means is you want people to find the easiest way to do business with you possible, right? So I'm gonna break out the old crayons. You guys break out your old crayons and write this stuff down. So basically what you want to do is you want to make it really easy for people to do business with you. So the way I break my business down is I break it into like a DIY type thing. So I break it down into informational products, okay? So that would be like a course, or just videos in general, like kind of like I do for you guys, right? But a little bit more in depth, okay? So a DIY, and then this would also mean like a blueprint, okay? And then, or like if you want to just call it, I'm just doing this short because I don't feel like writing, but a roadmap, okay? Any of these things could be considered, like a DIY type thing. And this is how I structure my pricing as well. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be able to help you along. Okay, so and it's also progressive as we go this way. Okay, and it makes it really easy to do business with you. So the next thing is okay. So if you're having any problems with this, then you can give me a call. Okay. And this is going to be a consult, right? Or it's going to be coaching, whatever you guys want to call it, okay? However you guys are going to talk. But basically, you have to get on the call and kind of give them some focus and help them get through working out whatever you gave them here. And then they're going to get frustrated again, okay? And they're going to want a done-for-you service. So it's going to progress just like this, all right? And sometimes what happens is they will stop along the way. But your thing is to get dollars for everything that you do, right? So, it starts like this, and then it, kind of progresses up. Like, let's just go here, right? $3 signs, and then it'll progress up to $4 signs, and then hopefully it goes up to $5 signs, right? That's basically how you want to do this. Now, in a business environment, it's not too much to ask if you're talking about a $99 product to $397, right? That's not too much to ask in a business environment, and that should be a no-brainer. Okay, $399, $497, $599 kind of product, right? That's a no-brainer. And it's really easy for your clients to swallow this, right? So this isn't going to work if you're selling SEO, right? It just doesn't work out that way. But it could, right? But SEO is kind of a complicated, complex type thing, and you're trying to explain too much, right? This really works out for designing funnels and designing automation, email templates, and, just trying to show them how to squeeze more money out of the traffic that they already have, right? So that really works out really good. So let's talk about how you can start this off. Now, I talked about how in my class, in my Facebook group, and if you're not a member there, just make sure you go to fhp.io, right? I got to plug my group, okay? So I talked about in my group about how you can close this by first starting off, maybe you're on the Facebook Messenger, okay? The Facebook Messenger, or maybe you grabbed them on Skype or whatever you have them on, but it's not really an official like sales call. You're just discussing the products. I've closed lots of deals with this right here. Maybe you're using ConvertFox, the deal that we all bought last year. Maybe you're using something like that on your website. You can close, and I can show you really quickly how the guy with Flexi does this. He closes, what's up, man? He closes a lot of his customers right using this talk to on the website, right? So when you go into when you have your messaging here and you actually have it where it pops up and it greets the people when they come onto the website, right? So I can show you where he closed a guy. I think he was from the Netherlands or whatever. Let's see here. But anyways, the guy came on here and he asked for a deal, and then he closed him right in here in the chat. And this is a free chat, this talk to messaging, right? So you can close them right here, but you're not going to close them on a lifetime type $25,000 contract. But how you can close them, your main objective is to get your clients to say yes. Right? So while they're talking, you say, hey, listen, dude, because you don't want to work for free. Everybody decides to work for free, and you don't want to work for free, not unless it's your very first all-time out doing anything, and you never work for free. You work for very strong video testimonials, written testimonials, and all this is the same thing. If I do this work for you, I need you to be contracted out. You need to sign a contract saying you are going to do a video testimonial, a written testimonial, and you're going to give me reviews on several Trustpilot, Google reviews, my LinkedIn profile, yada, yada, yada. And I need that in writing from you, right? That's the only way that you would, and that's not even working for free because you need that build out. So anyway, so then you tell the guy, say, listen, I'll tell you what, man, here's what my company does. Here's what I can do for you. But right now, I think that you could just really do with starting off before we get into anything, deep. Why don't I just do a blueprint for you or a roadmap for you, right? Or I do have this course available that can walk you through everything that I do for my clients, and it'll just save you a ton of money. And most times, guys will go for that and say, hey, listen, it went from $399 $297, $397. Hey man, we can just get that to you right now. You'll get access to it, and then you can just shoot them your Stripe payment or your Thrive card or whatever right there in the Messenger. I've done it a million times. I sell right there on ConvertFox or in the Messenger, the Facebook Messenger. You can just send them your payment processing, whatever you're going to use right there. And now they said yes. This is a magical word, man. This is a magical word. I'm going to kind of do all kind of weird colors to it because this is a really magical word. Once they said yes, once they've been in their pockets, they've reached in and they've said this magic word right here, they'll forever do it until you show them that you're a scumbag. All right? So unless you're not doing good business, if you're providing really good services to them, what you gave them is on point. It offers a lot of value, right? They're going to say yes. And when they do, now we start working on the consulting call for four figures. Let's make this really clear so we can see what this is, right? So for 4 different figures, now we're going to say, hey, man, I tell you what, man, now if it seems to be a little daunting to you, why don't we hop on the horn, man? I'm going to walk you through this and kind of show you exactly what to do. And, I'll charge you $1,000 for the hour, right? 60-minute phone call. I'll walk you through it. We'll walk click by click, and I'll show you exactly how to set this all up. I'll actually jump into your CRM and set some of these things up for you too. And that'll get you into the $1,000 range. Once you get here, there's no turning back. But if you notice, we started with $99. We started with, just like with the e-commerce product, a free plus shipping, right? This is how you close sales on the first call. You give them a no-brainer offer. Now, if you've done your homework, you already have these blueprints, checklists. You already have these little courses already done. It's like a record label. You just keep selling them over and over and over again. And if you have to go back through the blueprint or the roadmap to personalize it for them a little bit, that's okay. But the majority of it will be the same thing, because you're going to pick out companies that you know need your services. You've already done your homework. You know what they need. You already have a roadmap set up for them. And you set it up really nice and pretty, though, man. Don't do some cheap shit. You know, have it nice. Actually get it printed out, as well as a digital version of it. All right? And then offer them a free, 30-minute, onboarding process for it or something like that, or 15 minutes to get them acclimated to what's going on. You make it attractive, but it's just a way for them to say, yeah, sure, I'll do that. That's easy enough. This is a business environment, dude. $397 is an easy pill to swallow. This isn't like some consumer dude that's not already in business. This guy's already in business, and he's trying to invest and to get more return on his original investment. And you're going to show him how to do that and squeeze money out of the email list he already has. Or you're going to show him where he's got tons of leaks in his funnels, or where he has no funnel, right? And then once he sees all the work, right? So now that you see how I set this up and you kind of walk them up your value ladder, right? And then I'll go ahead and leave this down here for your continuity program. Then we can talk about monthly maintenance, right? This is your monthly fee of, whatever it is to keep their automations going, right? But once we walk them through this, now you walk through. Everybody tries to do this first. Nobody's going to make a commitment to you and you haven't already proven yourself in business, right? So this is your value ladder. This is everything that I've already told you guys to do in the past. It just doesn't look like this, but this is your value ladder. So the first way they get in is to buy a roadmap, and then they hop up here and then they buy some coaching. Let's just put a call, right? And then they hop up here and they buy a done-for-you service, and then they hop up here and they buy a monthly service or whatever, the continuity down here, right? But this is little yeses all the way through. They've said yes, 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 and they'll just continue to do that, but you have to start off small, and this is how you're going to start closing your clients. I'm watching a lot of you guys struggle out there because you're meeting your client on the first day and saying, hey, give me $2,500 a month. Right? You're getting the Lai Lopez, give me $1,000 a month on your first phone call. You need to walk them up to that. Number one, if you're like under the age of like 20, 21 years old, you sound like you're 10 to them and you don't know shit. So you're going to have to prove it. So another thing that you can do before this is educate your clients. I'm going to talk about this really quickly, and then I'm going to bounce out on you guys. I've been kind of neglecting my YouTube channel. I don't like that, but my Facebook has really been popping lately. So I've been going live in my Facebook page every day. If you're not in my group, you're missing a lot of fucking free training. I'll tell you that. All right. So basically what you can do in the beginning, and this is how I'll do it. You guys all know about Jeff Walker's product launch formula. Well, I kind of did a hybrid version of that, right? And so when I find a client and I know that he needs my services, I just use Cloud App right here, right, to record, basically just record my screen, right? And I'll just walk them through what I see wrong with their business and how they should fix these things. And I knocked a $25,000 contract by doing that, right? So the first thing I did is I saw that this guy had no real branding. Okay, he had no sexiness whatsoever. His product was basically, he called it automation. It's like, dude, there needs to be a name like ClickFunnels or ClickFlow or something like that. We need people buy into the results. They don't buy into the automation like I have to do work. They buy the end result. I'm making money because of this, right? So I told him about that. And then the second thing I told him was, I just asked him a question like, who are we selling to, right? who are you messaging? And I made him think about that. And so that was video number 2, right? This is video number 1. And in video number 3, I told him he didn't have an elevator pitch. I'm like, dude, like, I need to know what your product does, and I need, like, you're the McDonald's of this, or you're the Netflix of that. Trust me, man, a lot of clients don't know what I'm telling you right now. So, like, I'm like, okay, so, like, my company is the Netflix of marketing, right? So I can teach you everything you need to know, different versions of marketing, sales, marketing, automation, and the whole 9, right? So I have the Netflix of that. What is your elevator pitch for your company? So I made him think about that. But those 3 videos, right? And we had a meeting like on that Monday. I delivered those videos over the weekend. He couldn't wait and said, look, dude, on Sunday, he was like, dude, I really want to know what is it going to take to work with you? Because I educated him with 3 videos right here, 1, 2, 3, all the way, just kind of giving him little nudges on what he should be doing with his company. And when I did that, he was like, dude, I got to really talk to you, right? So I just shot quick videos, man. It wasn't like some major presentation. And I sent him the link and said, hey, man, take a look at this. And I sent that to him on Facebook Messenger. Hey, dude, I was thinking about your company. Number 1, he knows that you're thinking about his company and you're thinking about being his customer or being his fiduciary. You're thinking about him when he's not even thinking about himself, right? You're asking the hard questions. And you're bringing those answers to him, and he didn't even think about it. And so this guy was like, man, I really want, and I got the payment that day on Sunday, and I did that through the chat. I didn't even call him. I did that through the chat. He gave me $1,000. Like, okay, let's get started. I just want to get started right now, right? And then I ended up getting 25 grand from him. But it all started with this little bit of education, right? So I hope this will help you to understand how real funnels work, right? You have to, this is called a, what is it called? Basically an exercise of authority, okay? There's another word for it that other people use, right? But you just want to show people that you're an authority and you know what you're talking about. By doing these little videos, it's like, okay, this guy definitely knows what he's talking about. These are questions nobody else has asked me before. He's really giving a shit about my company, and he's telling me things that I need to have done for my company. He couldn't wait to continue to talk to us for our appointment on Monday. So how you set that up is if you know you have a call on, like, let's say Thursday, don't just wait for the call. Do this on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. More than likely, they're not going to want to wait until Thursday, right? And they're going to keep asking you, so what is this going to cost me? Don't tell them shit. Just keep talking to them and make them beg for the pricing. And that's what's, hey, man, we got an appointment on Thursday. Just wait, right? So you're positioning yourself as an authority in whatever you're doing, right? I position myself as an authority, and I show them, hey, dude, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You're going to want to work with me. And at that point, those little free videos, along with the $1,000 phone consultation and a roadmap, led me to a $25,000 close. Not once, and I want to tell you this, not once did I send a proposal. Not once did I send a contract. Okay? This is all done as an agreement. Remember, man, once somebody makes something done mentally over to you verbally, a verbal agreement to them is binding until you can get the money. Then once you get the money, that locks it all in. Then you can sign all the contracts you want. Wait until after you get the money and then sign all them damn proposals and contracts to make it official if you want. But until hey, man, money on the wood makes the bet good. Remember that. Say that again. Money on the wood makes the bet good. Get them to up that cash first, man, before you do anything else. All right, so I hope that this helped you guys out. It's about some sales or whatever. There's only a few people watching or whatever, but I hope that helped you out to understand how you can get into your customers' ecosystem. You want to get in under their skin, and you want to make it really easy. So whatever business you're in, right, ask yourself, what is the easiest way for the customer, my client, for my prospects, what is the easiest way for them to do business with me right now? It doesn't have to be your house payment, dude, right away. It needs to be them making a small commitment to doing business with you. And we just need them to say yes. Once they open their wallets, once they say yes that first time, then after that, and you deliver. Now remember that. You have to deliver. If you don't deliver, you screw everything up, right? So just like my friend of mine told me years ago, he was like, Sonny, if you tell I was out of the country, he's like, dude, you're out of the country now. Remember, this is not the United States of America. And if you tell these people that you are the king of Egypt, then you'll be the king of Egypt until you show them that you're not, right? Until they don't believe you anymore. So understand one thing, that you need to just provide the service. Here's the one thing that the Lai Lopez crew doesn't do. They go out and they say, hey, I'll charge you $1,000 to $10,000 a month, but then they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Then they're going on Facebook Messenger or Facebook groups going, hey guys, how do I set up a Facebook ad campaign? And they're totally blowing it, right? So none of this is going to work if you actually don't have a skill, okay? If you don't have a skill, just click the link below. I have a webinar called Agency Secrets. It'll be posted after I do this video, after I finish this live video. Click the link below, get on that Agency Secrets, and I'll show you how to get a skill. And basically, and you know, I know that a lot of people make these promises, man, but I promise you, man, this is the first, and you guys see I'm sticking with it. Flexi is a real business in a box. If you learn the intricacies of this software right here, you're going to make a ton of money showing people how to automate their businesses. So that'll be just my little lightweight pitch at the end of this video, because I really do want you guys to win, and I don't want you out there ripping people off. If you don't have a skill, right? If you don't have a skill, I'm going to show you guys how to use Flexi as basically it's you guys go look it up, right? Really quickly, do your research. You've got dudes that are Infusionsoft consultants, and they charge $10,000 just for their blueprint on how they use a tagging system. Go Google it before you trust me to say anything. Do your homework, and you'll see being an Infusionsoft consultant pays a lot of money. But Flexi is you're in on the bottom floor, on the ground floor, so you're going to get it a lot less expensive than you'll get Infusionsoft, right? And they're giving you pretty much a 30% discount. So you can basically, if it costs $1,000 a month, you charge them $1,000 and you only pay $700 and get that 30% on top, right? So it's a really good opportunity to learn a skill, learn about automations, dude. And I'll show you guys exactly how I have all my shit set up. I'm all like wired in with Flexi. So this wasn't really to be a Flexi pitch, but I do want you to join my Agency Secrets webinar, because I also give up a shitload of value in that, man. I'm talking about how to pitch, what niche to do, how to close them down, basically the funnel, and what not to sell, what services to sell and what services not to sell. So if you're going out there looking at trying to sell SEO services or Facebook advertising campaigns, you're doing it wrong, right? And so if you join my webinar by the link below, I do it every Tuesday. So at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, I think. So I'm going to teach you about all that stuff. You get a ton of info in my webinars, dude. It's no fluff. You guys already know there's a no fluff zone. All right, I'm out of here, man. Thanks a lot for watching. William and Nash, you guys are awesome for just sitting here listening to me ramble on. I appreciate you guys. I'll check you later.